Hey, I'm KIC, and this is Crest from Eat, Create, Sleep. Now, I need to thank Eat, Create, Sleep for sending me the key we are using to play this game, so thank you, folks, for sending me that. Little fun fact, if you don't know this about them, they are actually based out of Gotland. And Gotland, if you didn't know, is actually in Sweden. I had no idea. I learned something today. So this is a bit of a god game, where you play by giving commandments to your followers. So if you've ever played something along the lines of, a Populous or Power Monger or something along those lines, maybe you're a little familiar with this kind of game, or maybe even a black and white. But it's a little different because we are giving them commandments, and the fun part about this is that these folks can choose whether or not they actually want to listen to your commandments, which of course leads to all sorts of hilarity, hijinks, and general frustration because that's people and free will for you. So we're going to go ahead and get things started here with the tutorial, and we'll just kind of click through a little quickly here. I won't read everything. I'm going to kind of, try to give you the general gist of what we're doing. So we have the word tablet down here at the bottom, and this is how we actually issue commandments. So the first thing we need to do is open the word tablet, which we have done. And okay, so yes, this is the affected area, unaffected. Yes, nice and highlighted. We need to make our followers gather food. So that would be the little temple there that kind of has, I guess, maybe our priest or something on there. Something along those lines, or maybe that's actually us. I'm not 100% sure on that. There's a little island out there. That's kind of nice. I believe all these maps are randomly generated too, because this is not the same as what I have seen before, which that's pretty awesome. I like that. So we need to grab some food. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to tell our people who live in... Oh, we have people that are in the savannah and people that are in the jungle. We're going to say, welcome to the jungle. We produce food and game. And we're going to ask them to go ahead and produce food. And then we issue that commandment by hitting that green button. Speech balloons. This means that they are doing something. So this follower is doing what we said. This follower is producing food. Association proposal. This means that a written commandment is being associated with something else. I don't know what that means, but I guess it's being associated with something else in that case. So this one's trying to collect food. Commandment tablet, that would be on the left. That's already open, I believe. Here you can see your commandments, and depending on how much your followers believe in you, they will choose to listen or do what they want. Oh, that's good stuff. Like I said, they have free will. We're actually going to issue another commandment here, and we're going to tell the folks who are in the savannah that we want them to collect food as well. We're not going to rely solely on the folks who are in the jungle. Ah, that is someone who has taken and associated gazelles and the jungle with the commandment. I'm not sure how that's going to affect things. I guess we'll find out. So we've asked them to gather food. They are doing that successfully, which is a good thing. And now we are being asked to click on the city. And there are a variety of icons here, as you can see. Wealth, production, etc. We have babies over here, fertility. We have food. And then up here we have our city needs. So we've been asked to look at the city needs so we can see what they need. This is just a general kind of guideline. You can see there are a variety of things that a city needs: offspring, sustenance, safety, esteem, abundance, resources. Green is good, red is bad, and gray means that's something they want. So if we look at our city here, I'm just going to go ahead and fly up a little bit. They crave sustenance. I'm not quite sure how to give them sustenance other than to give them food. And I have asked them to do that, so theoretically, I should be meeting that city need. Now, they would objectively need all of these other things, so we kind of need them to make babies, if for no other reason than because the tutorial is saying to do that. So we're going to go ahead and ask them to make some babies. So we're going to tell people who are in the jungle, I want you to produce babies, and we're going to issue that commandment, and then we're going to tell the same of people who are in the savannah. We're going to ask them to make babies too. Now, I'm speeding the game up a little bit. That's why that little screen just popped up right there. And it looks like we got some folks doing the baby dance. Have you ever played Fallout Shelter? It's a game on iOS and Android. I believe it's finally on Android these days. It took forever and a year to come out for Android. Bethesda had to work on that, apparently. It's not as easy as creating something on iOS. Might have something to do with there being 1,000,000,001 Android devices. And by the way, this isn't meant to be any sort of iOS versus Android thing. I'm certainly not picking on Android, as I am a Nexus 6P user, owner, whatever. So, yeah, I have nothing against Android. I'm just saying fragmentation is actually a thing. So there we go. We got our folks who I believe have created babies, or at least they've done the baby dance. Oh, look at you. You've made an association. You've associated gems or something with the forest. I'm not sure how that's working out exactly. But theoretically, they might have just gone inside to go have babies. I kind of hope so. That would be pretty cool to see, right? While we're waiting here, I'm just going to go ahead and take a side note and say I actually really dig the way the game looks. I mean, yeah, it's not going for a super realistic thing. That really should be obvious here. It's a very stylized, blocky, polygonal sort of thing. I mean, look at these lions. Look at those manes. Those are just awesome right there. Big, blocky manes. I actually really kind of like it. There's a lot of character to the graphics. I rather enjoy that. Oh, you are looking for a dance partner. Go dance! See, look, someone's pointing. Dance. Dance with them. Dance with that person and create babies for me. I don't know what this doctrine thing says. So when a city fulfills the fundamentals of a doctrine, they will establish it as their own. There are 6 different doctrines that each value different city needs. So apparently, when they kind of go, hey, we've made babies, and that's a good thing, then they will actually just make that part of their city rule. Oh, did you see that? The city just rose. I think it's building, and then this crazy creature appeared behind this person sitting atop. So it looks like we have 6 options here, 6 categories. Preservers, maintainers, the flexible, the united, the hegemony, and the profiteers. I'm not quite sure what those mean exactly just yet, but those seem to be some sort of category per se that will that stuff will kind of fall into. Now these folks are going to hunt for food, so that's a good thing. I kind of wish they wouldn't go after all the antelope. I'm a little worried that maybe they'll run out of antelope or something like that. That would be bad. I'd prefer if they would do some farming or something too. I guess we got a baby because I just saw that change to make your followers create and migrate a new city. So we're going to ask our savanna people to go ahead and migrate, or rather our jungle people, to go ahead and migrate to the jungle. So now, theoretically, they're going to pack up shop here, and they're going to wander over maybe this way, or maybe that way. I'm not 100% sure if they're actually going to follow that. We should probably see here. Here we go. We got some feet moving. So this person here looks like they are moving along and might actually make it... Oh, wrong button there. Bad me. And they might actually make it out here and go establish a new city in the jungle. That would be pretty awesome if so. I'm kind of hopeful. All right, you're going to the extreme ends there. Oh, look at that. You are pounding away on the ground. And I think you are building a new city, or at least you started one. Oh, look at that. We got a new city. Writing association. This means that one of your commandments have been changed. I don't like the sound of that. I didn't give you guys permission to change my commandments. That's not cool. So what does our city need over here? They probably need food, for one. They probably need babies. They probably don't need lions running through them, but apparently that doesn't matter. Oh, you are acting your own will. That's not a good thing. So are you. That's also not a good thing. Let's slow things down a little bit so I can see what they need. They need resources, so they are not happy right now. How can we help them out by getting resources? Let's bring our menu back up here and see what sort of resource options that we have. We have gems as an option, and we have metal as an option. So if we look around, are there any... Well, I guess there's some metal over here. I don't know if there are any gems over here. Not seeing those. I've seen them before, and maybe they are, and I'm just not seeing them. But I guess we're going to go ahead and tell our people who are... We'll tell our people who are in the savannah that we would like them to... Can we have them produce some metal? That might be a good thing, theoretically. Let's check on our city needs here and see how they are doing. They still would like some resources, so I'm really trying to help them out with that. Let's go check out our city needs over here. I don't know what that means, but I'm going to say that didn't look very good. So these are the folks over here. Maybe we should do something like, we should go and grab... So people, let's see, we should have some options over here. Overfed followers should distribute food to... Can we have them distribute to people who are hungry? No, we don't want them to distribute people. We want them to distribute food. So theoretically, if I go down to this one now... Oh, Overfed followers distribute resources to... no, let's... I didn't mean to do that. Oh, these cities like the commandment. I didn't actually mean to do that. I meant to change that. I would actually like to change that. Crud. I totally did that the wrong way. Let's try one more time then. So we're going to say overfed followers should distribute resources to hungry followers. They might not like that, but I don't really care because we need to take care of our own here, folks. Let's see what they think about this. They do like that, so that's a good thing. So they're going to be busy giving resources to everyone. So I have inadvertently made a communist society sort of thing, kind of, maybe, possibly. I'm not really sure. And apparently we've kind of finished the tutorial as best I can tell. Now, I don't know what that means here other than I'm actually a little concerned. So if we look at our needs here, they still need food. I don't know if they're actually doing anything about that. Let's see what the doctrines are. They have a doctrine for offspring. That is clear. Together we stand, divided we fall apart. Well, that's probably a good thing if they're trying to take care of each other. I do really appreciate that, but I would like to see some food going from over here to over there. That would really be a good thing. So followers in the jungle should be producing babies. That's fine. And then we have followers in the jungle should be producing food, which is good. Followers who have metals should produce food. I didn't do that one. Someone else created that one. Followers in the savannah should produce babies. Yep, I agree with that. And followers in the savannah should also produce metals. Oh, look at that. We have another city that... Another city, maybe? Nope. Not another city. I was going to say another city that popped up on its own, but I guess not. So I don't know how to tell how this city is actually doing. Never mind the tiger. I can't really tell. These guys are all overfed, so I guess they're doing okay. They don't really have any gems, so if we go to this guy, do we have any resources here? I guess not. I don't know how to tell that. High esteem will increase the influence of adjacent cities, which will make other cities receptive to them. More receptive to them. I don't know how to tell if we actually have any metals. I'm guessing not much. Oh yeah, see there's a little blue line there and it's under a dotted line. So I don't think that means I think that means we don't have a whole lot. I'm not 100% sure on that. Dance, my friends, dance away. Dance the night away. Oh man, I'm having bad Van Halen memories right now. So it looks like this city is continuing to expand. If I'm understanding things properly, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, a doctrine conversion. If city's doctrine is successful, then the priest wants to convert other cities to the same doctrine. I don't quite know what that means. So they're maybe going to fight over their doctrines? That's interesting. So look at that. Their doctrines are about sustenance, offspring, esteem, and safety, and also abundance. So they do like that. Let's take a look at these guys. What are your doctrines over here? Whoa, holy lag, Batman. I should probably mention, if I haven't already, this game is in early access, and there does appear to be a bug in this system with having a lot of video RAM. I technically have less video RAM today than I did yesterday, or less than I did at the start of today in terms of when I'm recording this. And there was an option in the menu regarding having a lot of video RAM and having a bit of a slowdown, and apparently that fix is not entirely effective. So I'm sure that will be addressed at some point. It's, one of the joys of early access. And I say that somewhat sarcastically and genuinely, too. You get to see the game develop, which is pretty awesome, but you do sometimes occasionally run into little bugs like that. So I don't think it'll be a huge deal. I don't think it's going to impact our ability to play. So 6 and 6 is what it looks like over there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, that one has actually gotten bigger. Holy cow. That one is starting to eclipse our original city. I think we need to consider expanding again. I'm not... Oh, they already did. Look at that. Oh, someone really did expand. I was... Oh, and then look at that. The game is suddenly running perfectly fine again. I'm not sure what happened there. I was right. Someone was expanding. That is fantastic, and that is growing like crazy. Wow, holy cow. What are your doctrines? Do you have any yet? You kind of do, and you guys are all sharing. I really enjoy this because, you guys... Oh, wow, this one is sharing with everyone, but no one's sharing with anyone else. That's kind of a jerk move. But just the same, that's pretty awesome because, again, remember, united we fall, No, I have that backwards. United we conquer, divided we fall apart. Good times. So I'll catch you on another one, because I'm going to leave it right at that. We have 3 successful-ish looking cities, and I think we will celebrate while we can, because this is all going to fall apart before long. I'll catch you on another one. Till then, thanks for watching. See you later.